Guys, welcome back to Southern Extreme TV. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on my channel. I am bundled up because it is daggum cold out here, but it is the right time of year to be doing a coyote hunting gun review. So guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. We are going to be talking about the NightStalker Precision 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be saying, who is NightStalker Precision and where are they? What are they about? And that's kind of the purpose behind this video is not only to introduce you guys to this gun that I've been running this last half of the season, but also to tell you a little bit about NightStalker Precision and kind of what they represent and what exactly they're about. So just to start off with, NightStalker Precision is a custom firearm dealer. So basically what they can do is they can put together any type of bolt gun or AR platform rifle that you're looking for. Now what's really unique about that is if you've been in the market and you've been buying guns like I have, you know your big guys like the Palmetto State Armory, Bear Creek Arsenal, some of those, I guess, more mass-produced style AR weapons and formats are run-of-the-mill cookie cutter style weapons. And what I mean by that is if you go onto their website and you want to buy, let's say, an upper or a lower or a complete rifle, pretty much whatever they mass produce is what you're going to get. There's no in between. There's a set selling point. There's no way to get better or worse, really. But with NightStalker Precision, you have the option to basically reach out to them and say, listen, I want to build a specific driven rifle, whether it be a bolt action rifle. Maybe you hunt in Illinois where suppressors are not allowed and you want to run a bolt gun because it's going to be a little better on your ears. Or maybe you want to run an AR platform like I'm running here with a 6.5 Creedmoor, fully suppressed, where you can put 20-30 rounds in it and go out and have some dang fun. The other thing that I like about it is not only can they build the exact gun for your needs, but they can really do a good job of trying to meet your budget. Now, obviously this gun right here is kind of, I'm going to call it their flagship style rifle. This is going to be complete carbon fiber. You got a carbon fiber handguard from Smoke Composites. You got a carbon fiber stock from Smoke Composite as well. I did, when I first got the rifle, I had a carbon fiber grip that just matched the furniture. It made it look really, really good. I have since traded that carbon fiber grip in for a Hogue grip, not because there was anything wrong with the carbon fiber grip, but mainly because I've been running these Hogue grips for the last 10, 12, 13 years, and it feels like home. It's more comfortable to me from a shooting perspective. So the carbon fiber grip, or maybe an ergo grip, maybe those type things might be a little more comfortable to you, and you have that ability to kind of pick and choose the different furniture that goes on this rifle. So everything is full carbon fiber, other than the actual frame itself. So obviously that's going to be metal. But I want to talk about kind of the functionality of this rifle and what I really like about it. So I know you guys have seen us running the Rock River Arms rifles over the past several years. Guffey is still running his 6.5 Creedmoor from Rock River. It's got a 24-inch fluted stainless barrel, has ran absolutely fantastic. My 243 has ran really, really great as well. I've killed a lot of dogs with it. However, I have had a couple issues from a ejection standpoint. So basically that rifle does not come with an adjustable gas block. So what I was running into is that rifle was actually over gassed, and when you start throwing suppressors and those type things on the end of these guns, especially on a gas driven gun, it's really, really tough to get that dialed in right without the right and the correct internals into that AR. So I know the carbon fiber looks good. It's super lightweight, which I really like carrying through the woods. But what really makes an AR function, and specifically an AR that is suppressed, is the actual internals that's inside this rifle. Now, in this rifle, you have a lot of JP equipment. You've got a JP gas block, you've got a JP buffer spring, and you've got a JP bolt carrier group, which is absolutely fantastic. And what that does is it allows this rifle to be purpose built. It's a 6.5 Creedmoor that is designed to be shot suppressed, and all of the internals with it are designed for that, which is really, really nice. A lot of the AR manufacturers out there on the market, they're not they are not quite at the point where they are gearing their mass-produced rifles to be shot suppressed. And in my opinion, I think that that's something that will start to evolve over the next 5 to 10 years. I think that the availability of suppressors and the fact that so many people are seeing the advantage of hunting with suppressors and shooting with suppressors, it's safer for your ears, it's a lot more enjoyable to shoot. I think that there's going to be a very large need for ARs to come straight from manufacturers ready to have a suppressor mounted on there. But we're just not at that point yet. And right now, NightStalker Precision is somewhat bridging that gap from being able to create and build you a rifle that fits your budget, fits your needs, or you know, if you've got questions, you want to bounce some ideas off of them, maybe you already got an AR and you just want to add some parts to it, give them a call, talk through some of the issues you might be having. Maybe you just want to upgrade some parts. They're great to talk to. They've got a lot of knowledge and they'll be able to walk you through the steps of what you need to do. So today, after I've got that kind of spiel out of the way, I went over a little bit of everything on the internals and the exterior of this rifle, but the biggest, baddest thing about our rifle, that's the telltale sign, is will the dang thing shoot and will it operate and function? That's the two main things that I'm looking for, especially in a coyote gun, is you need a gun that is reliable. You want a gun where you know when you pull that trigger, it is going to go bang, it's going to throw that spent casing out, and it's going to load you another round in there so that you can get another shot downrange at a second, third, fourth, fifth dog, whatever it may be. You just want that thing to be reliable. We spend too much time and money and effort out in the woods trying to perfect calling in these coyotes or deer hunting or whatever the case may be, for us to fall short on a functioning firearm. And that is what I really want to harp on with this rifle, that I have seen probably stand above some of the other rifles that I've shot out on the market, is the flat reliability that this gun offers. And part of that is the fact that when this rifle was built, I sent in my suppressor specifications and told them exactly what I was going to be running on it, and they were able to tune this JP gas block to that specific suppressor. Now, obviously, when you get that gun in, your round might be a little different than the round that they're using on the range, but within a couple clicks of that adjustable gas block, you'll be able to get this gun customized and dialed in for the suppressor you're using and for the ammunition that you're using. Out of this 6.5 Creedmoor, I am specifically running the 95 grain VMAXs. Now, you guys have probably not seen us running the 95 grain VMAXs really. You've been seeing a lot of Guffey running the 129 grain Hornaties, the Hornady American Whitetail, which is still a fantastic round. It's a daggum killer. That's all he's been using. It's really nice here where we've got some really, really close shots. Throwing that heavier chunk of lead down range just has a lot more power and a lot more knockdown to it. But this 95 grain is very similar to the 100 grain 243 that I was shooting out of my Rock River. It's just a lot faster. I was getting around 2,800 foot per second muzzle velocity with that 100 grain 243. With this 95 VMAX, I'm getting right under 3,200, 3,150, somewhere in that ballpark. So those shots at longer distances, like you guys have been seeing us take, it's a lot easier with that 95 grain bullet, unless you just have that gun, unless you have that gun just out and you're taking multiple shots at 400 or 500 yards and you just know what that bullet's going to do with a heavier bullet. Then that's just part of going out and learning it. But I'm excited. Let's turn the dang pulsar on. Let's load this bad boy up. Let's take a couple shots downrange and let you guys see this thing functioning, let you guys see this thing shooting. I'm super excited to show it to you guys, and I'm hoping that this will convert some of y'all to the custom AR market, because I'm pretty much sold. I will tell you that. It has been a dream. Everything about it, shooting and getting it dialed in, has been really, really fantastic. One thing before I get started, I forgot to mention the barrel. So I know I told you everything is carbon fiber on the firearm. The barrel, so your barrel selection, you have a lot of different options. Obviously, you're not bottlenecked down into anything specific with NightStalker Precision. If if you want a specific type barrel, they might be able to get that specific one. So I know a lot of the carbon barrels that they're using Spade composite carbon barrels. On this specific one, this is not a Spade. This is a Proof Research carbon barrel, which Proof Research is one of the largest carbon barrel manufacturers in the world, if not the largest, or in the country. So I've had really good success out of this specific barrel. The Spade composite I have not shot yet. All of my rounds with the carbon out of this rifle has been with this specific barrel from Proof Research. I will say that I had a little bit of a break-in period on this barrel. I had to put a couple rounds downrange and go through a couple cleaning sequences, but they tell you on their website that you do have a little bit of a break-in period with this specific barrel to where you can really get those groups to tighten in. And right now this gun is shooting around 0.5 to 0.75 MOA depending on how I do as a shooter, and that's with a thermal pulsar. If I was to put a daytime scope, like a normal hunting rifle or a precision rifle scope on this gun, I could probably maintain that 0.5 MOA consistently, because again, we're hunting with a thermal. A thermal is not a precision style scope, but at 100 yards you can get pretty dang accurate for the most part. So let's get this thing on and dialed in. We've got the Pulsar XG50. Now again, it's a little humid out here today, but let's get this thing dialed in here. And let's just take a couple rounds downrange just so that way y'all can see it shooting and functioning. So we're gonna go hot. Oh man, I'm telling you, if you don't like the sound that makes right there, then you've got the wrong channel. You need to just stop this video and go watch somebody else, because that's a beautiful sound right there. Whew, let's take a couple shots right here, fellas. Man, what a awesome rifle. Now, I want to point out one thing that a lot of you guys may or may not know. So I want you to, I don't know if you could see it in the video, but the direction that this brass was ejecting out of this gun was right at about my 3 to 4 o'clock, which is exactly where you want that brass to be ejected, because if it's ejecting at that pattern, then typically that means that your gas system is tuned specifically and is tuned correctly for your suppressor and your ammunition combination, which is a very big deal. A lot of times what you run into, if you've got a gun that's overgassed or it's not built specifically for your round or your suppressor, you'll have that brass ejecting at like your 1 or 2 o'clock. So it'll almost be throwing the brass out in front, and then sometimes, or a lot of the times, you'll actually get jams in your bolt carrier group. You'll find that this bolt is so fast and so overpressured that it's actually catching that spent casing as it's trying to get thrown out, and that can be a pain in the rear end. If you're out in the field, it's pitch dark, you've got coyotes running all over the place, you crank off the first round and then you get a jam and you're sitting there trying to fumble and get that thing cleared out. That can be an absolute nightmare to try to deal with. But I really enjoyed this gun. I really like this gun. You guys are gonna be seeing a whole lot more of it. I know that you guys probably have not seen it, or maybe there might be 1 or 2 videos out by this point of me using it in the actual coyote hunting woods. But you're gonna be seeing this a whole lot more. You're gonna be seeing a lot more shooting videos out of it. We're gonna do some more review videos out of it. This is kind of my first take. We've killed, I don't know how many foxes or how many coyotes with this thing yet, or already, but I know we've got a lot more videos coming with this gun, so I know you guys are going to enjoy it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about this firearm or about NSP or what my thoughts are about anything, shoot me a message on social media, Instagram or Facebook. I try to respond and answer questions to everybody. If for some reason you want me to help you get in touch with NSP, that's not a problem at all. You can look them up on Facebook. I think Facebook's one of their best ways to get in touch with them. So I really enjoyed making this video, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy these firearm reviews as much as I do, because it is dadgum fun to do, and I know that I enjoy firearms, and if you're watching this video, you probably enjoy them as well. So if you are new to Southern Extreme TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are trying to grow this thing to 100,000 subs, and every click gets me one step closer. And if you've already subscribed, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. But share these videos. Sharing these videos puts our videos out in front of people that don't know about us, and it helps our channel grow. So again, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys on the next episode.